Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go check out my website at skysworld.com for life coaching and mentoring. It's bright and early, daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. I want to talk about letting yourself off the hook. It may be time for some of you, not all, this video isn't going to really resonate with all of you, but it may be time for you to let yourself off the hook. To stop holding your feet to the fire, to stop being your own worst critic, to stop bashing yourself, beating yourself up over what you did in the past. This isn't for all of you. Some of you have never really fucked anybody over. Some of you are good people. Some of you have been victims your whole life, and you've never victimized anybody else. You've never hurt anybody. Hey, I wish I was you. I wish that was my problem. I wish I could just cry about being a victim. But I have victimized others. I have hurt others. And sure, you're supposed to go through a process of atonement. You're supposed to go through a process of learning, of personal development, bettering yourself. And I have done that. I'm in the process of doing that. And I've been doing that for quite a long time. And at what point do you get to move on from the past? Do you have to torture yourself for the rest of your life, to put yourself through hell, to be your own worst judge, and to judge yourself like you're God, and to damn yourself to hell? Or do you get to learn your lesson? Do you get to forgive yourself and to be forgiven? And do you get to move on and to actually enjoy life? See, some people can't really enjoy the now, the present, to their lives as they are right now, as they're unfolding in front of their eyes. They can't enjoy this path as they're walking it because they're so focused on where they tripped and fell in the past. They're so focused on what happened 10, 20 years ago, however long it was. My mind can be like a witch's stew, just a cauldron of muck and evil, nastiness, just swirling around of thoughts and memories. People that I've robbed, people that I've physically hurt, people that I've emotionally destroyed, people that I've lied to, people that I've manipulated. Even just little comments. Sure, I'm talking in kind of extremes, but there's even little comments that maybe you've made that you know that they've hurt people, and you're kind of left with that you basically, metaphorically, just went and stabbed somebody in the gut with what you said to them, and it was uncalled for. Oh, I have so many scenarios like that, I can't even remember them all. And do I burn in hell? We'll see, right? We shall see. I know there's people out there watching this video, haters that are like, damn right you will, Sky. They hate everything I say. They hate everything I'm about. I don't know why they follow me. But realistically, as long as you're doing the work that you're supposed to be doing towards yourself, to better yourself, to learn your lessons, you are allowed to forgive yourself. Forgiving yourself means that you stop bashing yourself over a scenario. When I have forgiven myself over a particular event or scenario, a particular action, that means that I'm done with it. I don't go back and talk to myself in my head with this dialogue, rerun that story and make myself out to be the villain. I don't go and rerun that story anymore at all. I'm done with it. And we can do this to ourselves, where we walk around all day remembering the past and putting ourselves as the villain, and maybe we were. Maybe you were really mean to somebody and they didn't deserve it. There's all kinds of things that we do where we're conscious of or unconscious of, where we can be the bad actor. But I'm here to tell you that you are allowed, it is possible, and you are allowed to forgive yourself and to let yourself off the hook. And when those memories come up that make you feel bad, that make you feel guilty, that make you feel shameful, that make you feel sad and sorry for who you used to be and how you used to be, you're allowed to literally to cut that off, to stop that story in the middle of it being told. Nope, we're done with this. Like you're stopping a video in the middle. You ever done that? Maybe some of you have already done that to this video. I've done that, where you hear what's being said, or you get halfway through the video and you're just like, fuck this, and watch something else. You could do that with your own thoughts and the memories that come up, and just cut them off. Use your rational side, your detachment, and you just say, no more. Shut your mouth right now. We're not talking about this. And you tell yourself, I don't care. Because maybe there might be a voice inside of you that's still trying to get you to feel shameful, still trying to get you to feel guilty, still trying to get you to feel bad about that day you walked out on your ex or whatever it was. You just tell yourself, look, I'm done with this. I am done with it. I no longer care. Now that may sound harsh to somebody that's listening, but you're having this dialogue inside your head. You're allowed to forgive yourself and to move on. And when we do that, when something arises, you can stop it and say, no, I'm not emotionally attached to this anymore. I'm not having this conversation anymore. I've already apologized and moved on. Have you ever had an argument with somebody? And maybe you recognize, if you're smart enough and you're wise enough and you're a cool person, you can recognize in the argument, hey, maybe I'm wrong. And in the moment, you can say, okay, I'm wrong, you're right. Now, the typical agreement in conversations is, once that's happened, if somebody keeps berating you about your wrongness continually, even though you've already apologized and you've already acknowledged that you're wrong, if they're continually hammering you with it, you're allowed to just say, hey, I'm done with this. I'm walking away. I'm done with this conversation. I don't need this. I don't have to take this. I'm done. I admitted that I was wrong. I apologized. What else do you want from me? I'm done. So you can tell yourself this in your own head and just cut it off and be done. Be done with it. When those thoughts come up about how bad you were, how terrible you were, you tell yourself, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm done with that. I no longer care. You're allowed to move on and have a happy life. And many people don't, because they won't allow themselves to. We have chains that keep us tied to the past, and those chains were put on by you. You have the key to that lock. It's all food for thought.